Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's officially October, which means not only spooky season, but Oktoberfest as well.
We're going to talk about it today. We've never talked about it, but we're talking about it today. How's it going, everyone? Timestamps down below because we're going to have a bit of a channel update at the end of the video. So
stay tuned for that.
Yes, it's going to be very exciting. Not really, a little bit. But we're going to start, we're going to start here. We're going to start with a couple mentions and then we're going to go on to what we're going to talk about. But a couple high profile retirements just were announced. Number one, Sinclair. She retired from the Canadian national team, I believe, last year, but she's officially retiring from soccer in general. She's going to be retiring from the Portland Thorns at the end of the season. So that big news there.
Sinclair retires. Canada star to play season's end. Portland Thorns' forward Sinclair, the leading goal scorer in international soccer history, will retire at the end of the 2024 National Women's Soccer League season, she announced Friday.
So yeah, we just read a tiny little blurb, but the biggest goal scorer in ever, men's, women's, it doesn't get bigger than that. So happy for her that she can retire on her terms,
But sad it had to come to an end.
Yeah, it's completely over. Also, another big name just retired from international football. So we saw Sinclair retired from international football, I believe, I don't know if it's technically this year, but last year. I'm just going to say last year. But it just was announced that Alex Popp is retiring from the Germany squad as well. I'll read the headline here.
Alexandra Popp to retire from Germany women's national soccer team. Alexandra Popp is retiring from the German women's national soccer team next month after a career which included the Olympic gold medal in 2016, the bronze at the Paris Olympics this year, and finishing runner-up at the 2022 European Championship. The 33-year-old forward and team captain said Monday that she will play her 145th and last game for Germany in a final game against Australia on October 28th in the city of Duisburg, where her professional career began. Wow. The fire that ignited in me 18 years ago when Popp made her debut for the youth national teams and became stronger from year to year is now almost completely burnt out, she said in a statement.
So that pretty much lays it out. She's burnt out from international soccer. I believe she's still going to play club. She plays for Wolfsburg. The schedule these women are on probably was hard for, it's probably hard for anyone. She has had injuries in the last couple of years. I think a few people are surprised because it's a year out from the Euros and they came so close last year. They came so close last Euros to winning. They were the runners up. And they had a great Olympics, so it is hard to see Alex retire. Still pretty young, 33 is still pretty young, from the international team at least. Ends her international career with a bronze medal at the Olympics. Hey, that's pretty cool. So very surprising. I think a lot of people were kind of surprised, but she has had injuries and such, but sad to see that. So two high-profile retirements, one from soccer in general and the other from their national team. But obviously, Alexandra Popp plays for Germany, and this is actually going to be a very German video. We're not really going to talk about the German national team, but we're going to talk about one of the teams, about a few of the players who play for Bayern Munich. Obviously, we talked about it's Oktoberfest. I don't know too much about Oktoberfest, but I'll tell you this. I saw a bunch of pictures on Instagram of the Bayern women at Oktoberfest,
And for those who don't know exactly what Oktoberfest is, but I feel like everybody does, Oktoberfest is a 2-week festival in Munich, Germany that celebrates Bavarian culture, food, and beer. The festival originated in... No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, in America, there's Oktoberfest celebrations. Every big city has Oktoberfest celebrations, even small cities. And I think it's pretty international about the festivities that go on. And the Bayern Munich team, the women's team at least, I'm not quite sure about the men, they always go for a day and they celebrate, the celebration of Oktoberfest. And obviously I didn't realize that it started in Munich, so it makes sense the Bayern Munich girls go every year. I'm just editing. I don't know if they go every year, but they go a lot, and apparently they get invited by like a sponsor or something, so they go, but I don't know if it's every year. They go every year. It actually reminds me of this one picture I remember seeing because so many players have played throughout the time at Bayern. I always like this picture. Wait, where is it? It's the Byron girls from, like, this is one of my favorite pictures. We have Viv, we have Lisa, we have Kristie Mewis right there, her head, Katie Stangal, Vero, and I don't know who that is. So that's one of my favorite pictures, and they were at Oktoberfest, and because they all played for Bayern at the time. But that is one of my favorite pictures. And it's always a fun celebration that the girls get to do when you play for Bayern Munich. You go and have fun. You eat the pretzels. You drink the beer.
One big party.
And so the other day I was kind of scrolling on my Instagram, and I noticed a bunch of fun pictures. I might even saw Magda's Instagram first. I saw a bunch of really cute pictures of the Byron girls dressed up, drinking beer. Obviously, Magda and Pernille. I don't know what that outfit is called, the German outfit, but I think it's so cute. All the girls look so cute in them, and I know every year it's a little bit different. This year they kind of had like a maroon color with like a white lace, but they look so cute. Now that I'm looking at it, the Dirndl. That might be called the dress, and then the Dirndl apron is separately. That's not necessarily the apron is just part of the dress.
According to Wikipedia, a dirndl is a feminine dress which originated by German-speaking areas of the Alps.
So they look so cute in them. So many videos of all of them. Obviously, all the players who play there. I mean, Georgia Stanway, Magda and Pernille, the other Sam Kerr. So many players. They all look so good. Okay. Then a couple pictures had me remembering something about something that happened this summer. And we're talking about a little shipping action.
Oh.
And it reminded me, there were some pictures specifically. There was some shipping of a Lena Oberdorf and a Lea Schüller. Lena and Lea. But most people call Lena Oberdorf Obi, so most people just say Obi and Lea. But I saw these pictures of, it was Tuva Hansen, we're going to talk about her in a second, Lea Schüller, and Obi. And these pictures kind of had me remembering the summer, because even before Lea officially announced she had separated from Lara Vadlau, who they officially separated, there was shippers. There was Lena, there was Obi and Lea shippers, a lot of them. And a lot of times when you and I talk about shippers, we talk about, are they together, aren't they together? But that really isn't what shipping is, realistically. Shipping mostly is we want people to be together. It's not if they are together. It's like the whole idea of Mulder-Scully. Mulder-Scully we knew weren't together, but everyone wanted them to get together. So that idea of they're not together necessarily, but a lot of people wanted them to get together.
You really just make a straight comparison on a gay show?
Well, for Mulder-Scully, yes, because shipping got so popular during Mulder-Scully.
Oh, is that where it originated? Yeah,
there was the faction of shippers who watched the show for Mulder-Scully, and a faction of who hated the shipping. So but a lot of times we kind of use that interchangeably with, are they together, aren't they together? Or, a lot of people just say we want them together. They don't necessarily. Now, I do think there was a faction of people this summer who maybe thought Lea and Obi were together. I do think there was a certain faction of people, but I think the majority maybe just wanted to see them together, because they play on the German team. But remember, Obi tore her ACL right before the Olympics, but she ended up going to France to support the team, and they were all wearing their Oberdorf jerseys, remember, there to support Lena. Lena actually joined Bayern Munich. So she was playing at Wolfsburg, and so she's a new member of Bayern Munich. So when I saw these pictures, I remembered, I go, oh, okay, are people still shipping them? Do people now think that they're together? And I don't have I did a lot of deep diving. I couldn't come to a conclusion. I could not come to a conclusion, if people think that they actually are together, or if people are still shipping them. I saw a couple comments on message boards saying, I don't think there's any Obi and Lea shippers left. But there was these cute pictures of Obi, Lea, and Tuva Hansen. And I don't know. I think this is a trio of best friends here, if you ask me.
Looks like a family.
Yeah. Because from what I can tell is that Tuva is Norwegian. And I'm going to say this about the Norwegian team. I've said this before. They're like the cutest team. They look like little dolls. Apparently, I was doing some research. Tuva used to get bullied for being pretty. You know, like a really pretty doll.
You get bullied for being ugly. You get bullied for being pretty. You get bullied for being everything. Like,
I know. If you stand out in any way when you're young, whether you're too pretty or too anything, people would want to point out things, you know.
Then again, this girl in elementary school thought I stuffed my bra because, you know, I had a big chest. So.
So, a lot of people really thought these pictures were cute. And actually people were saying like Tuva looks like and I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tuva looks like the life of the party. She was having a lot of fun. And somebody goes, if I can find the thing where it says the best friends. But I don't think anyone is shipping Tuva with Lena either. There is with Obi. There is some pictures from Instagram.
Thruple. I'm just joking.
Yeah, so I see this one TikTok. It's Lea and Tuva looking pretty. And this is part of my question. I'm going to get a lot of this wrong because I just did an hour deep dive. I couldn't really find too much. A lot of it was in German. I'm getting things wrong here. I don't know all the context, but I do know that people were shipping Lea and Obi. Now, I don't think anyone's shipping Tuva in them, only because I think Tuva recently had a boyfriend. And I don't think they're together anymore, but I think she recently had a boyfriend. But I'm sure, these pictures alone are so cute. They look like three best friends. And this is kind of where things are a little bit answered. So they wear the dirndl, they wear the dress. Then they have an apron on the dirndl, and I think it's the apron's called something else, but when you tie the apron, it means something. When you tie the bow on the apron, so you wear an apron, you have to tie the bow on the apron, that means something. And I have a graphic right here, but what a lot of people said during like the group photos, you could tell which side the bow was tied for all the players. So right here it says, and I didn't know any of this, so I'm probably going to get some of this wrong, but it says, if the bow is to the right, you're taken. If the bow is to the left, you're single. And then it says, if the bow is in the back, you're a waitress or widowed. And if the bow is in the center, you're a virgin. I had no idea any of this.
Oh, I actually just recently learned about this because a coworker was she's actually going to Oktoberfest in Germany, and she goes every year to Germany, I guess, for Oktoberfest. So she said that she got a lot of looks because she didn't know that you had to tie it on a certain way. So and she's an older woman, so she was getting, I don't know which way she had it tied, but she was getting a lot of looks, and she thought I thought it was so funny.
So I was telling Sarah, maybe she tied it the way like the virgin was tied. I mean, that's not weird, but maybe first they gave her looks, or maybe she tied it in the back like she was a waitress,
or that she was single.
Oh,
and ready to mingle.
So I didn't know about this tying thing, so I think it's very interesting. But if you look at the group pictures, I'm looking at a picture right here, and this is where it gets a little confusing to me, and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to read what I read. Right? Because if you look at bow on the right is taken. So I'm seeing this picture right here. This is Magda Eriksson. We know she's 100% taken. So if you look there, her bow looks to be on her right because she is taken. Yes. Okay, so we know that for sure. She's taken. She's getting married. But if you look at Tuva, her bow, is that a bow right there? Her bow must be on the left. Okay. Even though that kind of looks like a bow, doesn't it? But it's not a bow. It kind of blends in. Okay, this makes actually more sense. I was confused. I was thinking Tuva's bow is on the same side as Magda's. So what that means, Magda's is on the right, Tuva's is on the left, means she's single. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just read on a message board that she broke up with a boyfriend recently. But if you look at other people, you can kind of tell. Okay, but if you look at Obi as well has hers on the same side as Tuva. So that both means that they're single. So Tuva and Obi are single based on their bows. So what do you think?
Or Do you tie it on the other side to throw everyone off? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking that, I mean, yes, it's tradition, but if you don't want people to know, you could either do it in the middle or do it in the back. Just say, I'm not going to provide that. Because someone like Magda and Pernille, obviously, they are taken, so they can partake. But like you said, what if you don't want to partake? But based on the bows, Tuva and Obi, both single. But Lea Schüller had hers on her other side. She had hers on the right side. So we know for a fact she's broken up with Laura Vadlau, so they're not together. And some people are speculating they think Lea is dating someone on the Italian national team. And specifically someone on the Juventus club team, because apparently she's following the Italian national team. And
who isn't?
I know, right? Everyone should be. But that is word on the street that people think she might be dating one of the girls on the Italian national team. So, and I saw this on a message board. I see this funny thing. It says, Obi and Lea shipper cropping out the first pic, meaning just making Obi and Lea. And then someone goes, do such shippers still exist? What keeps them going at this point? And then someone goes, I think they became BFF. I think Tuva and Obi became BFF because they are both single ones on the team. That stuff brings you together. It's cute. Tuva always seems like a very likable person. Yeah, and then someone goes, we are on bow watch. But some of the bows, I can't tell if they're on the right or the left. And then someone goes, you do know the bow on the right could simply mean not interested in dating. Oh, okay, that's what someone here says. The bow on the right could simply mean not interested in dating. So that answers a lot of questions. What does everyone think? Does anyone think there's something to this bow thing? Does anyone still shipping Lea and Obi? I mean, I had no idea about this bow situation until this year. Till 3 hours ago. And it's very interesting to me. And then someone on TikTok goes, quick question. Lea wears her bow on the left. Means yes, she's taken. But I thought she separated from Lara. Can someone update me, please? Thanks. And then someone goes, nay, left is single, right is taken, and center is married, and Lea is separated from Lara. And then someone goes, then Obi wears the right and Tuva, or am I wrong? And then someone goes, Tuva wears it on the left. She wrote it herself on her Insta story. So there's so much bow controversy. There's so much bow intrigue. I mean, I'm telling you, there's so much bow intrigue. What does everyone think?
Bowgate.
Yeah. And I got a lot of this wrong. I know that because I just learned about it. And I don't follow the teams that closely. And a lot of the German interactions on social media it's in German. So I usually have to translate with the app. Sometimes the app doesn't even let me. So what does everyone think? And is there any Lea and Obi shippers out there? And also, is that something where you just like them? It'd be fun to see them together. But it seems like they are three besties at this point based on those Oktoberfest pictures. So very, very fun. Okay, so quick programming note. As I think most people realize, last video, we uploaded the video and then we had to take it down, edit it, and then upload it again. That was mostly or 100% because Arsenal is getting a lot more strict with their copyright claims and their things of that nature. So I just have to be more careful putting anything Arsenal, which I understand. I mean, at the end of the day, sports clips are sporting teams have very tight controls over their images. And even if it's fair use or whatever, a lot of times it doesn't get you very far. They're very strict over copyright control. So from what I'm going to do now with Arsenal content, I might just be able to put pictures, or I might be able to put video that Arsenal have uploaded to their Instagram, but it not be like the broadcast. Like sometimes I show the goals, and sometimes they show the goals from like the sidelines, not actually the broadcast TV. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might still be able to do that, but I might just do pictures from now on with Arsenal stuff. I kind of knew it was coming at some point because last time it just really sucked because half the video, 1/4 of the video was Arsenal, and then the other was about Danielle and Ellie. And then there was so many good comments on that video. I hated to have to re-upload it because so many people left so many good comments. So I hated to do that, but I ended up re-uploading it because I was just going to cut that part and I think the video would have stayed up, but it was too much of it. So I did have to re-upload. So that doesn't happen again. I'm just going to not play Arsenal content because what normally will happen, it was as soon as I upload a video, it will tell me right away, your video has either been blocked or copyright, a situation is happening. That video was a lot different. The video was up for 7 hours before it was there was an issue, it was kind of unique. Usually it happens right away when I upload it, even before I make it live. So that I just have to be careful. So that is the programming note. Nothing's really going to change. Just I might not be able to use any video from Arsenal games kind of at all. So that is the update. Sorry about that. And sorry I had to delete the last video and upload it.
You're canceled for that.
I know. Questions, comments down below. Like I said, I'm sure we got a lot wrong with the Botalk and the German team. We don't follow them too closely, but it's a fun group over there. Good group over there. Oktoberfest looks like fun. You said your coworker's going. Looks like a fun time. I see those huge pretzels always look iconic.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And the beer with the pretzels. I mean,
love a good pretzel.
Questions, comments down below. What does everyone think? All the women look gorgeous. I mean, cute as I love, I guess the dress is called the Dirndl. I think they're so cute. I mean, just so cute. Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone later. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.